The third episode of Demon Slayer will be released today, and in this video we will discuss about everything that we know about the episode. We will make some theories about what will happen, and we will also discuss about what happened in the first two episodes. So before we begin, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and turn on the notifications because I will keep you updated with every new information about Demon Slayer, especially about the third season. So now, let's begin. First of all, let's see the title of the episode and what it will be about. So the title is A Sword from Over 300 Years Ago. And before I start saying the description of the episode, please forgive me for mispronouncing their names. I don't know how to pronounce them, so probably you will not even know about which character I'm talking about. So please forgive me. And the description of the episode says that with Kotetsu's guidance and training, Tanjiro learns a new ability to understand Yorichi's type Zero's next movements. During the training, the mechanical door is broken by Tanjiro, revealing a sword from more than 300 years ago. So that's why the episode is named like that, after the sword. As I said at the beginning, the episode will be released today in Japan, but after some hours after it is released, you will be able to see it with English subtitles. This is all we know about the third episode, so now let's discuss about what happened in the first two ones, and after that we will make some theories about what will happen in the third one. We will begin with the first episode, named Someone's Dream, and in that episode all the upper ranks demons assemble at the Infinity Castle after upper 6 demons defeat. Meanwhile, Tanjiro heads to the Swordsmith village. This is in general what will happen in the episode, but let's discuss more in details. So as I said, it is named Someone's Dream, and it begins with a member of the cleaning crew finding Tanjiro's squad after the battle with Jutaro. We find out that it's the first time in over 100 years that an upper rank demon was killed, and this will help them kill Muzan, who is a blemish on his family. After that, it cuts to Muzan's lair, the Infinity Castle where Akeza, the upper 3 demon, is called in. All of the remaining upper rank demons are called in, as well including the first rank and the second one. It is the first time in 100 years that they have all gathered, and Hantegu is worried. Muzan then shows up and is angry that Gitaro was killed, pointing out that Daki was his weakness. He further berates the demons as they cannot find Ubaiski or the Blue Spider Lily. He adds that he doesn't like change as it means things will decay. Hoping to curry favor, Gyoko reveals that he has information that can help Bat Muzan, says never to give him unconfirmed information, and slices his head off, and I really like that scene. He tells Hantegu to go with Gyoko to confirm the information, and then they leave. Doma tries to jump in on the mission, but Akeza fights him for disobeying Muzan. Much to their surprise, Okushibo cuts off Akeza's arm and reprimands him for always fighting with other demons. If Akeza wants the upper hand, he should rank higher, but Doma just stuns him as he points out that even though he's younger, he's a rank higher. Akeza simply tells Kokushibo that one day he will kill him and become number 1, and the latter wishes him good luck. Everyone leaves and Doma is left behind, who sighs and is dropped home by the Biwa demon. After that, it changes to a flashback where a demon slayer with the same earrings as Tanjiro is talking to his father. While babysitting Tanjiro, who is a baby, his father thanks the demon slayer for saving his life and hopes to spread his name in gratitude. The demon slayer says he's not powerful, as those who go down the same path as him end up the same way. Turns out it is a memory of Tanjiro which he dreams about before finally waking up after 2 months. Karnao finds him awake and is happy that he finally recovered after the battle. At the moment, Goto, who was the first one who looked after the boys when they arrived at the butterfly estate, plans to give Tanjiro some cake so that the smell wakes him up. He admires that the demon slayers are younger than him, but they are stronger. As he enters, he's shocked that Tanjiro is awake and calls everyone in, and even Aoi tears up. As they start to catch up, it is revealed that Zenitsu woke up a day before and is already on a mission much to his displeasure. Sound Hashira is fine and just walked off with his wives. Inosuke almost died, but Tanjiro points out that he's on his ceiling. Everyone is surprised to see him as he falls on the bed and reveals that he woke up a week ago. He's also visited by Tamayo's cat, who is glad that he's alive. Goto, Inosuke, and Zenitsu are all sent on missions while Tanjiro goes through his rehabilitation training. He's excited for his new sword, but he gets a letter from his swordsmith, Hotaru, saying he won't get a sword anymore since he keeps breaking his previous ones. The girls tell him to go to the swordsmith village and convince him in person, and Tanjiro cheers up. Located in a top secret area to prevent demon attacks, Tanjiro is blindfolded and guided by several different Kakushis at different checkpoints. Once he reaches the village, he loudly thanks the last Kakushi and Mitsuri, the love Hashira, who is bathing in the local hot spring. Hears the gratitude and is excited someone has arrived. Someone new has arrived. Tanjiro meets with the village chef, who says Hotaru is missing. While Tanjiro is worried about him, the chef blames Hotaru for making faulty swords, and if he cannot succeed, they will give Tanjiro another swordsmith. As Tanjiro is taken to the hot spring to recover, he hopes there's no punishment for Hotaru. He is suddenly greeted by Mitsuri, who hugs him and complains to him that someone ignored her. He cheers her up by telling her the dinner is almost ready and then sends her on her way. He goes to the hot springs and sees Genya, who is the one who ignored Mitsuri. He gets in and tries to bond by bringing up his brother Sanemi, but Genya is not impressed and just beats him up like his brother and leaves while Nezuko floats in the water. At dinner, Mitsuri and Tanjiro eat a lot and they wonder if Genya is on bad terms with Sanemi, who is Tanjiro's brother. Mitsuri plays with Nezuko as they wonder if Genya will ever show up. Worried for him, they decide to bring him some food. On their way, Tanjiro asks why Mitsuri joined the demon and the demon corps and regrets it immediately as she says she wants to find her true love, who is stronger than her, which is why she joined the Hashira ranks. They reach Genya's room but see that he's missing. A Kokushi finds them and tells Mitsuri that her sword is ready and that she can leave in the middle of the night. Nezuko, who gets attached to her, doesn't want her to leave, while Tanjiro is worried. Mitsuri advises the siblings the best type of learning is first-hand experience and hopes they fight the good fight. She says she will cheer for them, and an inspired Tanjiro says he will find a way to defeat Muzan. Mitsuri is impressed and whispers to him that there is a secret weapon in the village that he should find. The next day, while Tanjiro trains, one of the forgers tells him that they are yet to find Hotaru. As he waits for his swordsmith, he decides to look for the secret weapon. While searching, he comes across the missed Hashira arguing with a swordsmith. He wants a key, but the swordsmith refuses. Tanjiro sees another person with Hanafuda earrings and realizes he's the same man from his dream. In the epilogue, it is revealed that Inosuke was on the ceiling for a whole day trying to wake Tanjiro up. He's touched and Inosuke tries to brush it aside. So this is in detail everything that happened in the first episode of the third season of Demon Slayer. It was a really good episode in my opinion. Not one of the best ones from the series, but also not one of the worst ones. While we have to come to love Zenitsu and Inosuke, we will probably not see much of them in the Swordsmith village, especially in this arc of the village, but at least we got some closure. Zenitsu is the same old snot-crying, secretly an expert demon slayer. Inosuke meanwhile pretends to be tough but cares a lot about his friends. We also got a glimpse of the Kakuchis, and the Butterfly Estate nurses, who were hilarious in my opinion, and got to know more about them. It is safe to say that everyone is chaotic and a little wild from Genia to Mitsuri. Hopefully, we will get to see more of the Love Hashira in the coming episodes, and I'm sure we will, as the place that the demons need to go is possibly the Swordsmith village. It would also be pretty exciting if Nezuko once again went berserk in her full demon form while trying to take down the two upper rank demons heading their way. If I have to rate this episode from 1 to 10, I'm gonna give it a solid 8.5. As I said, not one of the best episodes, especially in the second season there were a lot of better episodes, but from the first, this being the first episode of the season, it did a really good job, and I really love the Swordsmith Village arc, and I really hope that we will see more of it. Really good episode. Now let's move on to the second one. The second episode is named Yorichi Type 0. When Tanjiro, who heard about the existence of a secret weapon from Mitsuri, was exploring the mountains, he stumbles upon Muichiro and the boy of the village arguing over something. This is in general what happens in the episode, but again, let's discuss about more details. Again, we are still in the Swordsmith village, and the episode begins with Muichiro, the Mist Hashira, beating up the kid Swordsmith. Tanjiro steps in as he is upset that the Hashira is looking down on the Swordsmith, as he says his time is much more valuable. Hotaru hides nearby and hears Tanjiro standing up for the swordsmiths, as he says that without them, the demon slayers wouldn't have the swords needed to kill demons. Muichiro just knocks him out and leaves. Hotaru comes to check on Tanjiro, but runs away when he wakes up. The child swordsmith thanks Tanjiro for helping him, but he anyway ended up giving the key so Muichiro could leave. Tanjiro notices that the other demon slayer with the Hanafuda earrings is also missing. The kid says that is Yorichi's Type 0, a prototype of an actual demon slayer, and it needs the key to operate. They hear fighting and run to find Muichiro training with Yorichi, who has 6 hands. The kid says the actual demon slayer was so remarkable that the doll couldn't follow its actions without the 6 hands. Tanjiro finds the doll familiar but can't remember why. The kid says the doll is from Sengoku period, which is about 3 centuries ago or something like that, and they still cannot replace it. Didn't want to give the key because if the doll breaks, he cannot repair it. They watch Muichiro as he fights with the doll, and Mitsuri's crow suddenly shows up and says the Mist Hashira is a descendant of the sun breathing user. Tanjiro notices that he's not using the technique, though, and the crow attacks him for besmirching his name. He suddenly remembers the demon slayer from his dream, and the kid says it can be an inherited memory. He says the dream must be of Tanjiro's ancestors, while the crow just laughs at him. Tanjiro thanks the kid for the information, who introduces himself as Kotetsu. At the moment, they see Muichiro break the armor of the doll, and the kid cries and runs away. He hides up in a tree, and Tanjiro encourages him to work hard and become a good swordsmith to continue his family's legacy, just like he's doing his best to take down Muzan. As Kotetsu cheers up, Muichiro walks by them, and they are surprised at his nonchalant behavior. He says his sword broke, so he took the doll's sword and shows it. It is attached to one of the arms he broke off the doll. Tanjiro notices there's no malice, and he's just apathic. It's raining by the time Kotetsu and Tanjiro find the doll broken on the ground. They turn the key, and the doll still moves, albeit with 5 hands. Angry, Kotetsu says he will work hard and help Tanjiro become strong and beat the Mist Hashira. The young slayer is shocked as the kid launches the doll at him to immediately start his training. Over the next few days, the doll keeps beating him up, and Kotetsu either curses the doll or Tanjiro to fight better. He points out that Tanjiro moves on habit and should move according to his opponent. He berates Tanjiro every day and doesn't give him any food or water. Tanjiro marvels at his analyses and teaching techniques, but is annoyed that he has to survive on rainwater. One day, he breaks out and in his dream, he falls underwater and sees a shiny stone. He comes to and can suddenly gouge the doll's next attack. His defense is weak, but he still gets a hit and Kotetsu gives him food. Tanjiro can finally smell which way the doll is going to attack. He leaps and is about to cut its head, but stops as he doesn't want to break the doll. Kotetsu cheers him and says he will work hard to fix the doll and that Tanjiro should just complete his training and finish the strike. Tanjiro falls and Kotetsu goes to check on him. They suddenly see the doll fall and turns out Tanjiro did slice its head off. I really loved that scene, by the way. As the head falls, they see a 300 years old sword stuck inside its body. In the epilogue, Tanjiro and Nezuko wear the swordsmith's masks. Tanjiro reveals that there are rumors that Kotetsu's face looks like the mask he wears, and so many villagers told him that he need to not wear the mask. Tanjiro says he has a sharp tongue, but he's a sweet boy. At the moment, Kotetsu searches for him to continue his training and berates him while Tanjiro and Nezuko run away. So this is in detail what happened in the second episode. It was a nice episode, not as good as the first one. If I have to rate it from 1 to 10, I'm gonna give it a 7.5 or 8. As I said, it was not as good as the first one, but it's also not one of the worst episodes. I think the only problem of the episode it was moving just a bit slow compared to the other episodes in the series. But overall, it was a really good episode. As I said, I love this season, or I'm not really sure if I mentioned it, but I love this season, and I'm really excited because tonight it will be released the third episode, and I have a feeling it will be one of the best episodes, or at least better than the last two ones. This episode was more like a filler episode, but it was still fun to watch. The truly unique ways Tanjiro is trained by his different masters, whether it be Sabito or Aoi, are quite hilarious in my opinion. And this time he got a 10 years old swordsmith whose words are as sharp as his sword. As for the secret weapon that Mitsuri hinted at in the season 3 premiere, it seems that we finally have a glimpse of it, with the 300 years old Demon Slayer sword possibly being protected in the doll's body. It could be very well be the secret weapon she's talking about. In the next episode today, for sure we will get more answers about this, about the secret weapon, and I'm really sure that it will play a vital role in this season. The title of the third episode hints that we will get more answers about the 300 years old sword, so that's what we will find out. So this is what happened in the first two episodes of the new season. They were, as I said, really good episodes, and I'm really excited tonight to watch the third one. So this is all for today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe and turn on the notifications, because I'll keep you updated with every new information about Demon Slayer, especially about this season, because I have a feeling it will be a really good season. So don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notifications to know when I'm going to post a new video, probably every week a new one. So as I said, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, turn on the notifications, and I'll see you soon with more videos.